Good, happy Monday evening, November 9, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday evening, so let's begin. First up, we begin with coronavirus in New Hampshire, key information and data. Let's take a look at that right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you right now. There are 12,488 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 9,926,622 number of people in the United States have tested positive. 489 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 794 number of people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. In 425 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. And now let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where current cases of COVID-19 are. In Manchester, 145. Let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where total cases of COVID-19 are. Manchester, 2548. And let's take a look at this chart here. New cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalization, and in the red, deaths. Let's take a look at this chart here. Current cases in the purple, total current COVID-19 cases, and in the orange, current hospitalization. Let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases in the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalization, red, deaths, and blue recovered. And let's take a look at this chart here. Positive PCR test rate and daily PCR tests. And let's take a look at this chart here. Age group of cases, female and male of cases, and risk information. And let's take a look at this chart here. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Deaths, percent of New Hampshire population, race/ethnicity of cases, and hospitalizations. And a reminder, your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, difficult breathing, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. Substantial community transmission of COVID-19 reported in 8 New Hampshire counties. Berlin city officials considering a mask ordinance. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Amy Cavino.
Community transmission, and we need to get a handle on it.
The mayor is worried about his citizens. In an interview last week, he told News 9 if COVID-19 gets a grip in Berlin, it could get bad very quickly.
I have a Catholic Charities operated nursing home. We have a county operated nursing home. Collectively, they are licensed for about 180 beds. I have the state correctional facility. I have a federal correctional facility in town.
Tonight, Berlin will vote on a mask ordinance that would require a face covering in public spaces and require restaurant workers to wear one. Exemptions are children under 10. That might be lowered to children under 4.
We have some barriers that we have to come to terms with as far as safety. So, the ordinance itself is common sense.
State health officials say substantial spread is determined by positive cases per 100,000 people over 14 days. Hillsborough County leads Sunday's new transmissions with 76 cases. Rockingham County had 46, and Coos County, where Berlin is located, has 5 new cases. The North Country is not immune, and the mayor wants residents to protect themselves.
By instituting this, people are going to take this a little bit more serious.
Berlin City Council public session gets underway this evening starting at 6 o'clock. The mayor tells us he's not anticipating unanimous approval, but he is confident this ordinance will pass. We're live this noon in Manchester. Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. General Don Bullock wastes no time announcing 2022 U.S. Senate candidacy to take on Hassan. After losing in the GOP primary, he says in an interview he would have beaten Shaheen. Retired General Donald Bullock confirmed Monday that he's running again for the U.S. Senate. He's taking on Senator Maggie Hassan in 2022. Mount Washington Observatory beloved cat Marty has died. Marty lived atop the region's highest peak since 2008. Here is a photo of the cat. This is Marty, the cat on Mount Washington. He has passed away. Marty, a cat who has been living at the top of Mount Washington Observatory for more than a decade, has died, the scientist announced Monday. The cat died of an unforeseen illness, observatory officials said. As part of the observer who lived on the summit for 4 years, I can tell you Marty was a special companion, entertainer, and so incredibly loved by observers and state park staff, and will be sadly missed, Summit Operation Manager Rebecca said in a statement. Marty was adopted from the North Conway Veterinarian Hospital in January of 2008 and was set to retire from his post early next year. A cat has lived at the summit since the observatory was founded in 1932. Officials said the feline tradition will continue. Plans are already underway to identify Marty's successor due to his planned retirement in early 2021. A Mount Washington Observer press release read. Hunter rescued after fall from tree stand. A hunter who fell from a tree stand had to be rescued by Fish and Game officers in Shelbourne on Saturday night. Fish and Game officials said a family member reported about 7:30 p.m. that Garrett Waterman, 35 of Gorham, had not returned from a hunt in the Connor Brook area of the White Mountain National Forest. Fortunately, he had told family members where he would be hunting, so when he failed to return, they knew where to direct the responding officers, Fish and Game said in a news release Sunday. Fish and Game officers, accompanied by search dog Moxie, began looking for Waterman about 9:20 p.m. They traveled more than 2 miles in almost 2 hours before Moxie and her handler located the hunter. Waterman had suffered a lower leg injury after a fall from his tree stand, which prevented him from being able to bear weight and walk out, the news release said. With no cell phone coverage in the area, he was unable to call for help. Conservation officers, a state police trooper, family members, and a friend hiked into the location, and after Waterman's injury was treated, he was assisted out 0.2 miles to a Forest Service road, according to Fish and Game. He was taken to Androscoggin Valley Hospital in Berlin. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and goodbye, everyone.